We continue to follow breaking news right now at 10:24 here on NBC Connecticut. Reports of a plane that has crashed in East Haven, just south of the runway at Tweed New Haven Airport.
These details are coming in right now. East Haven Fire Department is reporting that the crash is near Rose's Farm Road, near the rear of Rose's Farm Road. They're saying that a caller stated that he actually saw this plane from his backyard. They say they have a visual of the plane about 400 feet southeast of the runway.
Yeah, they're still looking for the exact location of that crash, but just moments ago, 3 minutes ago, in fact, East Haven police tweeting out that the plane has been spotted. We also know this is a very large multi-agency response involving firefighters and police officers from New Haven and East Haven, all converging to find this plane, which again, they've just made a visual confirmation of this downed plane just south of the runway at Tweed New Haven Airport. We also know the Coast Guard is out searching on the water nearby. We do not know how many people were reported to be on board this plane, whether it was on the approach to Tweed New Haven to land or if it had just taken off from Tweed when it went down. We also know that Yale New Haven Hospital is sending staff to respond to this scene.
The staff from Yale New Haven's going there, as well as New Haven Fire Department and ambulance services also heading to that scene as a precaution. Again, we don't know the full scope of what we're seeing here at the end of Rose's Farm Road. This is just south of the airport, Tweed New Haven Airport. Reports again of a plane crash somewhere near Tweed New Haven. No details yet about who may have been on board, how many people may have been on board, but we do know from East Haven Police Department just a couple of minutes ago saying that they do have a visual of this aircraft.
That's right, and the fire department reporting that there were reports of fire with this plane crash and that the location is believed to be about 400 feet south of runway 2 at Tweed New Haven Airport. We want to check in with Kate Rayner because there's a lot of chatter about this already on social media. Kate, what are you seeing out there?
Well, you know, that's where we're getting a lot of our information right now. As this is just unfolding, we're getting a look at some of the activity that's going on, especially by some police departments. I'm going to start off talking about New Haven Fire. East Haven Police actually saying that the plane has been spotted. Heidi, you mentioned that. That just came in minutes ago. They're saying now they're investigating this report of a plane near the airport, still working to gather more information. East Haven Fire units are searching for the exact location. Again, this is an ongoing situation. The reported visual, this is what we've been talking about, the possible fire that goes along with this. 400 feet southeast of the runway. So this is right near Tweed Airport. Now, it's not clear exactly where this plane has gone down. We are working to gather more information. East Haven Fire just moments ago saying it is reported as one plane down, again with fire, 2 souls on board. That is more information that we are just learning, possibly 2 people on board this plane. Again, we're working to gather more information. But again, this is using the hashtag East Haven. You can send us your photos or your information if you live in that area. Just put hashtag NBCCT. You could also do hashtag East Haven. We're going to be watching this story very closely as more and more information comes into the social media center. We're going to bring it to you, as well as the latest developments from police and firefighters on the scene. Guys, back to you.
All right, Kate, thank you. And we've got some new information just coming into the newsroom right now. East Haven police say that they have located that plane in a swampy area off of airport property just north of Rose's Farm Road. Can we go back to the map right now and to see, you can see there on the map, Rose's Farm. That is not far, if you're familiar with the area, close to Silver Sands Beach, right off Silver Sands Road, south of the runways there at Tweed, in that marshy area that is indicated on the map in green. That is where the police department says they have located this aircraft. We're also hearing reports that there is some difficulty in accessing the plane because of the terrain there in that swampy area. We want to get to the phone right now because we have someone on the line, Laura D'Agostino, who says that she witnessed this plane go down. Laura, are you there?
I am.
Where are you?
We live on 28 Rose's Farm Road in East Haven. Behind our property is Tweed Airport property. It's basically marshlands and just cattails, and it's quite large. But we witnessed a plane kind of just take a nosedive. It kind of turned and took a nosedive right. We saw it happen. My husband jumped on, he has machines. He jumped on a Kubota and tried to get as far back as he could. And when he couldn't go any further, he tried to go on foot. But the marshland, like, he came back, he was up to his hips and soaking wet in mud. and he's 6'1", so he's a tall guy. He couldn't get any further. He's back there with the first responders on the scene, the cops and the EMTs and the fire department, trying to get them as far back as he can. From what I know, they spotted the plane, but it's very difficult to get to.
Right.
Laura, could you describe, I know you said your husband, and you described seeing it take a nosedive. Just kind of walk us through what you actually saw, and did you hear anything when you saw this
We didn't hear anything. There was no crash. There was no smoke. My husband couldn't smell fuel back there. He was calling out to see if there was anybody that possibly could have survived, or if there's anyone just trying to get a location. He couldn't see them in the cattails, and he was trying to go on foot when he couldn't get any further on his machine. But the plane basically took a nosedive. He said it must have been going 60, 70 miles an hour and just nosedived into that swampy area.
Laura, did it look like the plane was coming in for a landing or taking off? Could you tell either way?
It was going in.
It was coming in. And we are just hearing from the East Haven Police Department. They have confirmed that there were 2 individuals on board this aircraft. Again, if you're just joining us right now, a small plane has crashed just south of Tweed New Haven Airport in East Haven, just north of Rose's Farm Road. And on the phone with us right now is Laura D'Agostino, who lives right there and witnessed this plane crashing along with her husband, who went out into the marshlands there to try and help but couldn't get very far. What are you seeing right now, Laura? What is happening?
We just have a million people here right now. Just first responders. They're all trying to get back there, just trying to get to this plane,
and
see if they can help, and if there's any survivors.
And Laura, from where you are, can you see if there's any smoke or flames coming up from where this plane went down?
I know. We know exactly, approximately where it went down, and there is no smoke. There's no smell of fuel. There was no sound that it made. It went down. But again, it's in a very deep marsh.
And East Haven Police, again, confirming that there were 2 people on board this aircraft and that medical personnel are right now treating those people for their injuries. We don't know how
my God,
severe.
they're okay?
No, we're getting this preliminary information, Laura, just as you are right now. But again, 2 people confirmed to be on that aircraft. And we thank you for calling in, Laura.